Hey guys, welcome to a new video. As promised, I will be doing a Teepublic tagging tutorial here in today's video. So if you're on Teepublic, you're accepted into the marketplace, and you want to learn how to multiply your sales, this is, in my belief, one of the most effective ways to go ahead and do so. You guys want to keep in mind that on all of these platforms, a lot of people don't actually have strategies. And this is actually kind of mind-boggling, but a lot of people just create designs and hope that they sell. They upload them, they hope that they sell. In everything that I do, I have a strategy. So if you're watching this, you don't have a strategy, welcome to the video. I'm going to share with you my personal strategies on how I personally use Teepublic to make money. So let's go ahead and do it and make that passive income through the ability of tagging on Teepublic effectively. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So as you know, the first thing you're going to go ahead and need is the Teepublic Tag Optimizer tool. I've mentioned this in yesterday's video where I went over the Teepublic common mistakes that most people make on Teepublic. If you haven't seen that video, I think it would be a good prelude to this video. But if you haven't, it's perfectly fine. I'll just leave the link in the description for you to watch the video, and it's right here. But I'll leave the link in the description, and it basically just goes over certain mistakes that I see people doing over and over and over, and I actually gave a live tutorial of what those mistakes actually look like. But I said I would be making this video in that video. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you're going to need is the Teepublic Tag Optimizer tool. A little bit of a tongue twister there. Anyways, the tool ranges in cost. You can pay $99 a year or $9.99 a month. So essentially, if you pay yearly, you're saving some money. Let's see, is there a discount on the 6 months? Yep, you get a $10 discount, I guess, because obviously if it's $9.99, then that would be $60 roughly. Quarterly, do you get a discount? You get $3 discount, not bad. But yeah, let's get into it. So, or maybe you don't get a discount quarterly. I don't even know. Yeah, every 6 months and yearly you get a discount. All right, so the tool costs $9.99. I'll leave my affiliate link in the description box down below. It supports the channel. I get either 10% or 15% commission, something like that. The website is botsandapps.com. They have a lot of tools. I've spoken about them before. Some of the tools I haven't made videos on. Some I have. Regardless, this is the tool. I've already downloaded it, and I'm going to show you how to install it. So this is the first step. If you want to learn how to optimize your tagging on Teepublic, the first step is installing the tool properly, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our extensions page. The way to get here to the extensions page is very simple. You're going to go on your browser, on Chrome, and by the way, I know they don't recommend Chrome, they use Vivaldi, they recommend Vivaldi, all this kind of stuff. I'm just going to show you the simple way to do it, all right? Click on these little 3 dots and go to More Tools. Then go to Extensions. It's going to take you to this page. Now, your page is going to look probably different than mine, but if it doesn't, oh well. It's going to look like this. What you're going to do is you're going to go over here and turn developer mode on. Okay, so you're going to click on here. Then what you're going to do is you can click Load Unpacked, or you're going to take the zip file that they gave you, or excuse me, I'm getting ahead of myself. The zip file that you've downloaded from this company, okay, you're going to open it up. So you can see here, I already did that. And the way to do that is very simple. It's a zip file. You double click, you open it up, and it turns into a folder, okay? With this folder, you do not click through the folder because you're going to see other folders inside of it. What you do is you drag and drop the folder into this page. Now, how do you make that happen? First thing, you got to turn developer mode on. Then you can drag and drop it in. If you cannot drag and drop it for whatever reason, any kind of issue, you go over here, you hit Load Unpacked, and you find the folder that's related. So in this case, you could see how all these different folders opened up. I'm not going to any of these. I'm going to the folder that holds all of that content, okay? That's essentially how to use it. So I go over here to Desktop, or Downloads rather. I find the folder, right? Wherever it is, somewhere here. In my case, I already have it uploaded, and it's ready to go. In fact, it looks like this. If for some reason you get a manifest error when uploading, okay, that means you uploaded the wrong folder. It's just that simple, okay? So now that that's taken care of, it's time to actually use the tool. So how do you use the tool? The first thing you have to keep in mind is you cannot have multiple windows open on your browser. This is why they recommend using Vivaldi. So what is a window? A window is these instances. So you see how this browser here is going on? this is one window. If I open another instance of Chrome where I click new window, that's another window, right? You can't have this. A lot of people do this. You can't do that. They also don't recommend having multiple tabs open at once. So if I really wanted to do this the right way, I would have to close all these down, okay? Close all of them down, just like that, and go to teepublic.com and just simply start like this. Okay, I'm hoping that it's going to work for this video because, like I said, this happens sometimes when I have multiple windows open, etc. But I've been dealing with this, and I've learned how to fix it because I'm one of those people that have a lot of windows open. So I'm just showing you how to simply use it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the tool. So I have to add in my user key, which is my email, and my user key. So or my license key. I'm going to go ahead and pause the screen, and I'm going to add that information. Obviously, I'm not going to add it on camera. All right, so give me a second. I'll be right back. All right, excellent. So I'm logged in to my account on the tool. So how does the tool work? The tool works very simply. If I type in the word, let's say ocean here, okay, and I hit search, all right, what the tool is going to do is it's going to find me tags based on what I have searched, the most relevant tags based on what I have searched. So I'm going to go over here and click Optimizer Finder, and it's going to now do its optimization work to find the right words for me. Does that make sense? And I could just sit back and wait, and it will go ahead and do that for me. And yes, it will take some time. It's going through sometimes hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of different designs and understanding which ones are the best. So we could see here we have underwater, we have starfish, we have tropical, we have summer, we have planet, so many different keywords, right? These keywords, okay, are going to be relevant, and I'll tell you why. The keywords that popped up right now is Teepublic's understanding from an algorithmic perspective of what's relevant to the keyword ocean, right? I don't know what keywords came up. Is it even copied? Yep, it was copied in my clipboard. I just pasted them here all on Google, okay? All of these keywords, ocean, animal, bird, illustration, sail, proc art, which I don't know what that is, ocean waves, whale art, all these kind of things. These are related in some sort of way to the keyword ocean. Now, how does this matter? Why does this matter? How do you use this? Well, we have an ability that we've never had before, and you guys have this ability too. It's access to Fantasy Labs. If you don't have access to Fantasy Labs, it's a cheaper alternative to, for example, going on the AI tools trying to create your own art. Now, don't get me wrong, that's fun, but there's a lot of people who want access to a tool where they can access AI art. I'm going to make AI art, so I might as well share it with you guys for a cheaper price, and I charge $8.99 per month. Now, something that I will say is anybody who's watching this, if you're in Fantasy Labs, okay, and you have, if you signed up, right now nobody's on subscription, and you will not be automatically added to subscription. The day the second one releases, from this point on, let's put it this way, from this point on, if you're watching this, you're going to be automatically added into the subscription. You can cancel anytime, okay? But a lot of the customers before, they said to me that they didn't know it was a subscription. So what I did was I automatically canceled everybody's subscription. Nobody's going to be automatically subscribed from this day forward. Or from this day forward, everybody will be who signs up, okay? So in the next drop, if you're already a customer, you got access, but you want to keep being subscribed, all you have to do is click sign up. You pay the $8.99 access, you get access to the subscription. That's not the point. The point is Fantasy Labs holds tons and tons of art. I'll pause my screen. I'm going to go ahead and log in to Fantasy Labs. Okay, now that I'm logged into Fantasy Labs, there are over 460 different assets in this platform. I'm not trying to sell to you. I'm just simply explaining. In fact, we're not going to allow access to past 40 or 50 users on here anyway. So my point here is whether you're using Fantasy Labs, using a different software, or you're creating your own art, what you want to do is you want to first have that element. So let's go ahead and download an element and experience the design in the first place. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go to, like, for example, package download number 6. I don't really know what's on here. I don't remember what's on here. Let's go to package number 6 and let's find out. And I'm going to show you, like I said, how to reverse engineer this for Teepublic. Now, just last year, things looked different, okay? Things looked drastically different because we didn't have this kind of advanced technology. But let's use this for example, okay? Here I have an image of a tiger or even a sword, right? Whatever it is. The point is the image doesn't matter. Let's just say I'm going to use this tiger design, okay? If I decide I'm going to use this tiger design, obviously I'm going to go through the edits. A big recommendation I have is using an app called Luminar Neo. I'll leave a link in the description for that as well. I personally use it to make better t-shirt designs by like editing the background. I'll actually show it to you guys now. I really don't mind, since this is a Teepublic complete tutorial from scratch, so we might as well do that. But what I would do is I would search here the keyword tiger, okay? Now, I'm not 100% sure that that's going to be my primary keyword, okay? For those who don't know, the keyword, the primary keyword exists on every single Teepublic design. And I can show you what I'm talking about. So let's click on this one. If we click on this one, you can see here there's the word tiger under t-shirt design, under the title. Excuse me. Whenever you see this keyword here, this represents what that primary keyword is. So if I search for dog, okay, let's go ahead and search for dog. And we could see here, it says dogs because people suck or whatever. Here we have the word dog here. If I search for Santa, let's go ahead and search for Santa, okay, and click this one. We have the keyword Santa here, okay? Now, most times, the algorithm behind Teepublic is pretty decent to where when I search for a keyword, it will show up. And there's a lot of different designers that contributed to Teepublic, and that's the reason why it kind of gets to that point. But now that Luminar Neo here is taken care of, let's go ahead and let me show you what I'm talking about when I talk about editing the design. So, very basic, I'm going to just go ahead and drag and drop this design here, and I'm going to go into my edit. And then what I'm going to go is into, before I even go into develop, let me not even go there. Let me go to vignette and drag the vignette all the way to the left. Why? Because I want the green to somewhat disappear. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm going to remove that background, right? So something like this, right? And this looks pretty decent, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to develop, and I'm going to hit smart contrast all the way up, okay? And now this design, I can go ahead and remove the background, right? And when I remove the background, it will look better on a t-shirt. Teepublic sells t-shirts, sells hoodies. T-shirts is probably one of their largest seller, if not their largest. I'm only speaking from experience from my personal sales. But with Teepublic, when you remove that background, it fits well on the shirt. Like, for example, if this Santa design had like a box, okay, around it, that was black or green, nobody would buy this. Nobody would care. It would be ugly, all right? But let's get back to the position here. So let's say the keyword tiger is the design, okay? I need to now focus on what are the keywords that could potentially apply to my design that when people search them, they're going to buy it or they're going to like it at least. You're right? Because, and when I say like it, I'm not talking about click a like button. I'm talking about enjoy the design. Pay attention to it. Let's go ahead and search that, will we? Shall we? I mean, so let's go ahead and do this. So I click Optimize Finder here, and it's doing its thing. Remember, if you have more than one window open, you're going to get some error. It's not going to be able to search, all this kind of stuff. So pay attention to that. But anyways, we're going to take this and we're going to start doing some analysis, okay? So let's go ahead and let that happen. We have tiger, animal, animals, cutie, animals, Japanese tigers, whatever that word is, fierce. I mean, so many keywords. Heat wave, neon, zoo. By the way, if you are an individual who likes to get a little creative, right? If you see keywords here like neon and you see tiger, it might be wise to go out there and create some neon tiger designs. That is an example because these are keywords highly associated with the keyword tiger. They don't get there for no reason. The reason why they get there, right, on this algorithm is because this algorithm is sifting through the designs and seeing what designs emerge the most, what keywords emerge the most from the designs, excuse me. That's what I meant to say. And that's very important. That's very, very important, right? So we have a lot of these keywords. I mean, just so many. It's too much to even read through in this video. But these keywords on some sort of level relate, okay? And I can use keywords, this bank of keywords, when I create these designs. So something you guys will see in Fantasy Labs with the next drop is we're going to have one folder of just like 50 different wildcat designs, right? Those wildcat designs, you can create them, you could take them, use them, maybe add variations to them, alter them, but more importantly, when you have such a big bank of keywords like you just saw, you can apply different keywords as long as they relate to the design. So understand that this is a twofold approach here, guys. The first approach is that you have to find the keywords related to your design. That's the first thing, right? So for example, if the keyword is floral, and my design has nothing to do with floral, I'm not going to add the keyword floral. That doesn't make sense. It has to make sense. Because what happens is if somebody searches floral and my design comes up, let's say they search for floral tiger and my design is a tiger but has nothing to do with floral, it's not going to make sense. The customer is going to look at it and they're not going to buy it. And what's going to happen is over time, I'm going to start ranking lower and lower and lower in the Teepublic marketplace. And you have to understand that that's important over time, even though I might be doing well now, is because when I walk away from Teepublic, I want to be able to consistently produce an income. I don't want to have to sit on the computer all day, 24/7 for the next 10 years, creating designs just so I can keep up making my extra $3,000 a month. That's not important to me. What's important to me is I want to create designs and I want to walk away years into the future and produce income years into the future. I recommend you watch some of my old videos on when I used to talk about KDP. And a lot of people don't know this, but KDP was one of the very first things outside of my own businesses, like my legit businesses that I did. And at the time, there was not as many competitors as there are today. But I make just as much money from KDP as I do now than I did maybe 6-7 years ago. And the reason why I do, and the payments really have not changed almost whatsoever. I mean, it's the same it's the same income pretty much. Maybe the difference is like plus or minus 6% difference from year to year. The reason why that is because I hold my ranking for those specific keywords. In the same way with Teepublic, when I create designs, I want to hold my ranking over time and walk away. So what does that mean? What does that look like? Let's just say I create a floral tiger design. I'm not sure, is this floral? No, this is definitely not floral. Let's just say I create a design where it's a floral tiger design. It looks beautiful. Put it on a t-shirt. I'm going to make sure I add the appropriate keywords, and I'm going to sure I created a good design so that it actually sells consistently and makes me money. I think somebody in the other video that I mentioned yesterday, the video that I showed, where there was like this giraffe design. No offense, it was ugly. And one person in the comments said, you know, I actually like that design. I like the ugly giraffe design. It's what did he say? I forget what he said. It was like some sort of medieval art or whatever. I can't remember the word that he used. But I said, in my head, I didn't reply to the person, but I said in my head, you might like the design, but you're not paying for it. And you didn't pay for it. And at the end of the day, money talks, okay? So if you're listening to this, guys, and you want to make money with Teepublic, would you rather take your chance uploading something attractive? Or would you rather take your chance uploading something that looks like garbage? Which one would you do? Me personally, I upload something that looks good. I don't know about you guys, but I know me personally, once again, I don't upload things that I think are cute or are interesting. I upload things that I know can beat the competition. I can tell you this for a fact, that when I upload this design, if I use the right keywords, with the keywords, I'm going to be competing, right, with people who should have lower quality designs than me. My design should be the very first design that should be purchased, honestly. And that's the way I look at all of my works. I want to make sure that my works are the best. I'll give you another example. When I go out there and I run Pinterest ads, you guys know I'm very, very big on Pinterest ads. When I run out Pinterest ads, I'm paying per click. Every click costs. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what? This design is like a 5 out of 10 and, you know, it might make me some money, so let's go ahead and pay for these ads. No. Before I release a Pinterest ad, I need to make sure that, number one, the content of the ad relates to what the consumer is looking for, and number two, that it's good enough compared to the competitors, right? In the year, like, let's say 2018, you probably didn't have to worry that much on Teepublic when it came down to the competitors. Because let's face it, the art wasn't that good anyway. There was a lower barrier to entry, right? And the competition level was lower overall. But that's not the reality now. This is 2023. So you need to take the full range approach. This is one video of many that we're going to add into the future, okay? And also, by the way, I just saw this design. This design is a ripoff, okay, from somebody on the internet. Maybe hence why they're using this box. But don't sell other people's art. You're going to screw yourself that way. Also, and by the way, this person who uploaded this design does not own this design. I know this design. He did not own this design. But let's just say it was his design. Use Luminar Neo, do the right things, and make it transparent background. You could do that. In fact, within Fantasy Labs, I'm going to upload a couple of videos showing you guys how to edit the designs properly. And like I said, anybody who has previously signed up to the $8.99 version of Fantasy Labs, let me go ahead and go back here so I can show you. This version, okay, the subscription version, you are not subscribed. You are currently not subscribed. Like I said, the reason why I did that is because there were 2 people who messaged me who were customers, and they said, well, I didn't know I was subscribed. Please cancel my subscription. I said, absolutely. My point here is that I don't want anybody to get into something they don't know what's going on with it. So from this day forward, after this video is uploaded, everybody who re-signs up is going to be automatically subscribed. It doesn't cost extra or anything like that, right? Because this is going to cost $8.99 a month anyway. And I really can't wait for the next drop. The next drop is in 6 days precisely. It's on the 28th. The 28th of every month, we're doing a drop. Last month, we upload over 460 items, assets, whatever you want to call it. This month, we're going to impress you guys. We're going to do even better. Some of you asked for like some colorful stuff, some, girly looking stuff. And I'm okay with that. We're uploading as much as we can. And we're going to make a good, strong impact every month that we have Fantasy Labs. Because like I said, I want to have over, I think like 20,000 assets on Fantasy Labs by like in 11 months from now or 10 months from now. So we got a long way ahead of us. But the point here is that we want to do and we want to become the absolute best for you guys. And to be honest, I'm not planning on having too many users. I think at the very most, I'll have like 50. And you'd be surprised, but like I said, right now we have no users. We have no subscribers, 0, because not a single person is subscribed. We've had customers, but once again, not a single subscriber. So if you want to be a subscriber, all you have to do is click on this button. You'll be a subscriber. If you're already paid for it, for that month, you get access to the content for that month, for sure. And we're just going to go ahead and update the content in the background. So if you have the access, you'll be able to log in, etc. But the point here is that when you create the image, because we're get back to Teepublic, when you create your image, you got to find the right keywords that kind of approach or find an approach for that. So if I was to search for the keyword tiger here, let's go ahead and search for the keyword tiger. First thing I want to search is the word Rasta tiger. Okay? Rasta tiger. All right? So there's not many here. I'm not even sure if there's any other people that'll search for this. Pasta tiger? No, nobody has pasta tiger. And what I would do is I wouldn't be afraid to search for secondary keywords. Let me explain what that is. I should probably make more videos on this, but when I search for a tiger, right, there's going to be a list of keywords that pop up. I could take one of those keywords and do another search and then get more keywords. Because all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to look to expand. And trust me, guys, the more you do this, especially in the same niche with certain keywords, you're going to get more results. So here I have the keyword tiger, and here I have the word Japanese. Japanese might work for this, especially if I add some like Japanese font or something like that in the background, or I do some kind of, writing or something like that. That would work. Let me see if I copied the list. Let's go ahead and add them here. Yep, we have the list copied. These all kinds of different... What is ukiyo? I need to search what that is. Ukiyo. Okay, ukiyo is a style of art. I don't know if this would apply to that. I don't think it would. But once again, the beauty about Teepublic is you don't have to force yourself into one route. You can create so many different designs with so many looks, especially if you have the content to you. right? Let's look at some other keywords here. We have Yukio, we have summer, sunglasses, tropical, vaporwave, Asian works, Chinese Oriental, floral. I could add some floral stuff to it if I wanted to, or I can just have another 50 other tiger designs I could upload and apply them to the current keywords, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and once again, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, it will connect really well with this video because there's certain things I didn't mention. I didn't mention, you know, the in today's video, like the clickable tags. I didn't mention certain things, so you might want to look into that. All right, I'll leave the link in the description to yesterday's video. I highly recommend you watch it, and of course, I'll leave a link in the description to the tool. Even to Luminar Neo, I'll leave a link in the description. I personally use it pretty much every day. I don't think there's a day that goes by where I don't use it. I actually have it for 2 of my virtual assistants. I'm paying their subscription for it as well. It's actually really good, really effective. And I'll leave a link in the description to the Teepublic Tag Optimizer, which is this tool right here. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, and peace out. Bye.